5% want level 15 and 95% don't. Well, of those 95%, maybe 15 or 20% of them are the people I just referred to that I really don't value the opinion because they don't play the game enough and they're not even going to be a victim of level 15 in my opinion. For those of you that are not aware, early this morning Supercell dropped a Reddit post, I'll leave a link to that in the description below, defending and discussing a little bit about why level 15 was added, and probably more important than that, the amount of elite cards needed to upgrade just one card, 50,000, as everyone is well aware. But before we jump into the rest of this video, I do want to share quickly, for those that don't know, a little bit about my experience with the game, which is over 7 years. I have been playing it since global launch, so certainly for all that duration of time, I've certainly seen the game do this a lot, and it has survived all of the ups and downs, and it will certainly survive this in my humble opinion. I want it to because I still love this game. That all said, I wanted to start off with a few things, first being the game itself. What is Clash Royale intended for, as in the audience? To me, it is a super competitive game. It doesn't mean casuals can't play it and those that just open it up once a month. I'm definitely not saying that, but to me, at its core, it is competitive. It is about wanting to get better, climb ladder higher, new personal bests, and things like that. That to me is something that needs to be understood. Now onto the next topic, as I was just speaking about the different player types. That's the other thing we have to focus on, okay? As we move into the conversation about level 15, but there are casuals, there are free-to-play casuals, there are paid-to-win casuals, crazy enough. Those that probably left the game a little bit, don't play it as much. There's obviously pro, semi-pro, top ladder, mid ladder, low ladder. I mean, the list goes on. There is tons of different player types, and we have to understand that when we think about level 15. Before we move on, staying on the same topic of different player types, I'm going to throw up a graphic that I made years ago. And as you can see from the graphic, there's an everyone else, the green, and then there's pro, very small subset. I made this years ago because I felt like, and I was upset at this time, I felt like all the updates that were coming out were very geared toward the pro community, which is a very small subset. And I felt like we were not being heard, everyone else, right? Or being ignored, whatever the case is. And every update just felt like it was just more about the pros, the CRL scene, and things like that. So that's why I think two things here is, number one, what I spoke about is understanding the player base, and it cannot just be pros, it can't just be casuals, paid to win, free to play, etc. We have to understand everyone, and also, like I said earlier, the game of Clash Royale, what it's actually meant to be. All right, so now the fun topic here. Let's talk about level 15. All right, now let's be honest with ourselves, okay? There's going to be a natural answer, and really the answer is everyone, but who does level 15 really affect? Okay, yes, the answer is everyone. But let me just go ahead and paint the picture for a casual player or a level 10 player or something like that. Yes, the team has added 3 times gold. It's a lot of gold, by the way, in chests and all that. So leveling up is going to be faster. But let's just be real. Is a level 10 or 9 or 8 or some casual player really affected by level 15? Are they even going outside of trolls, going to even see level 12, level 13, level 14, level 15? They're not going to see it. Are they going to even ever get to level 14? If they're casual, they're probably never even going to. That's why I go back to what the game is intended for. All right. Again, casuals can play it. These party mode games and all those types of things, fun challenges, trolls and things like that, perfectly fine. I get it. But these are people that really, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but should we value the opinions of those players? I think not. So when we have these polls out there, I don't buy into those numbers. I'm actually not really that much of a data person either. But like you see, like 5% want level 15 and 95% don't. Well, of those 95%, maybe 15 or 20% of them are the people I just referred to that I really don't value the opinion because they don't play the game enough and they're not even going to be a victim of level 15 in my opinion. Now the flip side of that is going to be mid-ladder, not really mid-ladder, but I'll say mid-ladder, top ladder, high ladder, whatever, things like that, pros, semi-pros, they are affected. Not so much mid-ladder. Actually, I'm going to say no mid-ladder because I don't think they're going to be affected by level 15. Why are they affected by level 15? If they're going to stay in mid-ladder, they're not going to see level 15 unless they have some trolls again, okay? I talked about that before. There's always going to be trolls in this game for sure. But definitely pro, high ladder, all of that kind of stuff, right? They are effective, especially those that are not putting money into the game. So I definitely value the opinions, and I certainly see where they're coming from, that there is no real value for level 15. Now, that being said, I'm actually the type of player that likes some level of working towards something in progression. Whereas, again, I understand level 15 brings really nothing to the game. I shouldn't say really, it brings nothing to the game. All right, there's nothing at the end of the journey of level 15. You don't get a free cosmetic. You don't get like cool anything, okay? It's just get a number increase. That's it. I personally don't mind it. Okay, but again, I'm not playing top ladder, so I'm not competing, so it really doesn't matter. Now, if I was, I would not want level 15, all right, but I'm not. So I keep going back to the different player types and different player pools. It is important, and unfortunately, it's just the nature of the game, and it's where we are. Supercell, in my opinion, is trying to do what they can. I'm not saying that they're not trying to make money, etc. They're trying to do what they can to please a lot of players in different player pools. That's the way that I actually see it. But again, I don't mind level 15. Okay, I'm just saying that because of how I am as a player currently. All right, so it doesn't really matter to me, and it actually kind of makes me work towards something. I guess it is nice because I've been maxed for so long, and I'm tired of seeing like no gold go up or anything like that, and I'm actually getting something. Yeah, I need the stuff that comes out of the chest, right? It inspires me. I need to start donating more because I need experience, right? Things of that nature. So I actually welcome it, but again, I totally understand why people don't like it. Now, the bad news, I say the bad news, I kind of don't care or whatever. I just wanted card evolutions. But the bad news, it doesn't look like, as of now, according to the Reddit post, that Supercell is changing anything. It's still going to be 50,000 elite wild cards to upgrade just one card. Now, on that same subject, the one thing that I don't really agree with, I understand their data shows it, but I don't really agree with Supercell, is they say they focus on one deck and things like that. Like if you're a 2.6 hog cycle player and you go ahead and level 15 that whole entire deck, that's fine. It takes like 6 months or something like that, but then that's not where people want, they want to try other decks, right? So they just don't want to stop there. And then what happens? I mean, the hog rider is nerf proof anyways. It's never going to get nerfed, but what happens if it does? Then they have to like work on another win condition and things of that nature. So to me, I really just don't like this idea of 50,000 to slow progress so much that it's just this long endeavor of just trying to get more cards and more than just one deck maxed out. So I don't really agree with their mindset on that, but once again, I do understand. So to go ahead and wrap this all up, for me, level 15 isn't a big deal, but again, I just want to reiterate, I totally 100% understand all of the pushback on it, etc. If it was up to me, I would say take it out, but it doesn't matter. To be perfectly honest, there's two things I wish they would do. Number one, they're obviously not going to do based on the Reddit post, which is make the amount of elite wildcards needed cut it by like 80%, something like that. And number two, please, please, please put the gems back in. We don't need the gold. Even people that are not level 14 do not need gold. You're adding so much gold. That's awesome in the chest, right? You get so much there. You don't need it for the masteries now. All right, put the gems back in. Definitely drop some comments down below after reading the most recent Reddit post and Supercell explaining why they implemented level 15 in the way that they did. Let me know if it makes you feel better, worse, same, etc. I'm guessing everyone still feels the same. They probably don't want to hear the reasoning. They just still know they don't want level 15. Anyways, thank you guys again for all of the continued support. I got a super cool video once I get my first evolution. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. All right, it's coming soon. I'm one shard away. All right, a super cool video that is almost going to break Clash Royale. Okay, shouldn't be allowed. Have a nice day. Take care. GG's, as I always say. Peace out.